Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back to the story of Neil and his exploits. I'm not going to drag this out for too long, just needed to get this out of the way. We're going to be getting back to doing a few of these. I do really enjoy telling these stories. These stories will be going on the main channel, not the story channel. Mainly the stories that go on there are creepy stories, and I've been kind of lazy with that anyway. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, go grab yourself a drink, go grab yourself a snack, and sit back and listen. Be in 6th grade still. Only a week left of school. Neil's been rather quiet lately, mainly cause me and my friends now let him sit with us at lunch and whatnot because he never disrupted anything, and there was the possibility of Neil unleashing his wrath yet again, so James wasn't near him without Tard Wrangler supervision. AI teacher thinks that it is a wonderful idea for us to throw an end-of-the-year party with Tards. Teacher has no idea the sequence of events she has set forth. This party is to be held 3 days before the end of school, and it's 80s themed. Be the day of the party. I have my hair slicked back and be in a white t-shirt cause I'm lazy and unoriginal. The AI class has set up the entire thing. Soda, candy, food, music, and whatnot. I talk to my friends as we wait for the Tards to enter. The Tards make their entrance into the gymnasium where it is being held. Most of the Tards look, well, retarded. Neil's dressed up as Michael Jackson. He looks fucking badass. Neil walks over to us. Everybody says hi. Hi, Bill. Neil seems a little bit off today, though. Lots of energy. Turns out Neil skipped his meds today. Not a very good thing. Neil equals ticking time bomb of retardedness. James walks over to us. I can already sense his bad intentions. Hey, Gabo, what's up? Oh shit, minorities.jpg. Neil walks away. Wait, what? James shouts after him. You got a cunt, Gabo? Neil walks behind one of the curtains in the gymnasium. Nothing can be seen in the darkness over there. A minute later, Neil appears all the way across the gym on top of the stage we had in there. He is completely naked, underwear and all, aside for the single glove that Michael wears. Engage Raptard's Screech, the Tard Rage Invoker. The Tard's Frenzy, the downy Tard from the original story kicks over the stereo. Kids just wanna have fun, is continuously playing that single part of the song. There are no wranglers around to subdue the Tards, the rage ensues. Neil jumps off the stage and charges James. James is tackled to the ground by the naked Neil. Get off me, Gabo! Neil proceeds to rub his chode-like uncircumcised penis all over James' neck and chest. The roar stopped. Who's this Gabo now, James? Oh god, this sight was amazing. The Tards run out of the gymnasium crying and screaming now that they can think straight since the screech has ended. The only people left in the gymnasium are me, the teacher, and my friends looking at Neil whip his phallus at James' face. Neil gets up off of James. His deed has been done. He proceeds to get dressed again. Just as he finishes, the Tard Wranglers finally arrive. Too late, bros. The teacher retells the things that had ensued and they walked over to carry Neil and James out. Neil walks up to me and hands me a quarter for no apparent reason. As he's being carried away, Neil looks to be just as peaceful as he always is, because he did not give a single fuck. He never did, and he never will. Neil waves as they exit through the double doors and screams, "Bye, Bill!" I wave back at Neil, as it is the last time I will see him for over a year. Bye, Neil. Being the last marking period of 7th grade, Neil's been quiet for a while now, because the principal claims that he will not deal with the same stuff the grade school did. Neil don't give a fuck though, but he has been inactive for a while. My classes no longer have a Tard day, so I don't get to see Neil as often. To my luck, my lunch has moved to the same period as all the Tards. Neil starts sitting with us again, with the blessing of his Tard Wrangler. Everything's going fine. And then I see somebody walking over to us that looks familiar. Oh shit, nigger.jpg. It's James, in all of his dickishness. He has started to grow a pedophile-esque mustache. Tard got held back in Tard classes. He a foot behind Neil, and just starts breathing.
Why you guys let a gaybo like Neil sit with you?
I calmly tell him to go away, and I don't want to start any trouble.
I stay if I want.
Proceed to ignore him. Frustrated that nobody's giving a fuck about him, he pushes Neil out of his seat and sits in it. Hey James, that wasn't nice. Let Neil sit down again.
No, Neil is a gaybo.
Neil's had enough of this shit. Commence the rap Tard screech. The new lot of Tards have yet to feel the wrath of Neil's screech rattle their brains and making them ultra-sensitive. Tards all rage. Food is thrown. It happened to be hot dog day. Tiny meat penis replicas were flying everywhere. Neil picks up a hot dog and starts smacking him in the neck and chest with it, while simultaneously screeching directly into James' eardrum. Kinda reminded me of Neil rubbing his dick on James' chest. The Wranglers are almost done restraining the raging Tards and are about to move on to Neil and James. Neil sees that and goes for the finisher. He raises his hand, and as he does, in the first clash of the Tards, Falcon Punch charging. Just as the last of the raging Tards is restrained, Neil hits James in the nuts, as if he were trying to kill all the little James that were stored up in there. James faints out of pain. Neil silences his screech. Neil sits down and eats the hot dog, as he had just rubbed all over James' face. The Tard Wranglers finally arrive and carry both of them off to HQ as the cafeteria watches in awe. Neil looks as if nothing is wrong. He simply waves at me and utters the familiar slur of words.
Bye, pal.
Score: Neil 2, James 0. Be in 8th grade now. First marking period. Old special ed teacher quit. I personally think she just couldn't handle the wrath of Neil. This year, there's a special class that you can take if you were interested in using a period of your day to help the Tards. Obviously, I signed up in order to be with Neil more so I could make sure I see any more hilarity ensues. I walk into Tard HQ that day, and there's a new teacher. She's young. Seems to really enjoy what she's doing. Everything looks as if it's been going well all day. Her day is about to take a very unexpected turn, for the worse. I'm sitting down on the carpet, with Neil helping him read a book on Dr. Seuss. This kid really fucking loves his Dr. Seuss. Neil doesn't understand what half the words mean, so I do my best to help him by explaining the meanings. We come across a word that neither of us knew. Neil thinks that I'm only not telling him because I want him to figure it out himself. Which I did sometimes because I felt it was better for him than just me telling him. Neil's starting to get very frustrated, and for the first time, it is directed at me. Oh God, please help me, .jpg. I do my best to calm him down, but he is stuck on the thought, and I know what it means. Neil engages in his mighty rap Tard burst roar. I am going to fucking die. It didn't matter. Then, I was half a foot taller than him. I was still scared shitless. Everybody except for the teacher knew what was about to happen. They just watched in horror as there is nothing they can do. Teacher runs over thinking she can help. Oh, bad idea. Neil engages rap Tard's screech, enraging his Tard brethren. James is on the floor pissing himself. The others are throwing shit at each other in utter rage that Neil's screech invokes. The teacher gets hit with a stapler traveling at the speeds precisely unseen by man. KO. Neil now turns towards me and stops the screech momentarily to talk.
Tell me what it mean, Pill.
In desperation, I tell him it's a bad word that nobody is supposed to say. Neil believes me entirely. He goes through the rest of his life as I know I convinced that acumen is just a bad word, just as bad of a word as fuck. All of his anger immediately disappears. He gives me that toothy grin and simply sits back down as if I had just shared the secrets with him. I sit down next to him, and he whispers to me,
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone what acumen means, okay?
Okay, Neil. Tard Wranglers burst through the door. One carries Neil, the other carries the new teacher to the nurse's office. As Neil's exiting Tard HQ, his toothy grin remains.
Bye, pal.
She has no idea what the fuck she is getting into. Be in 8th grade still in first marking period. The new teacher thinks that it'd be a wonderful idea for people to bring in things to show and tell the class every day, and every day a different student brings in a different object. Today it happens to be Neil's turn. He brings in his pet turtle Jimmy to show the class. Everything seems to be going well for the show and tell. Neil's passing around the turtle for people to hold. I mean, it's a fucking turtle. What could happen, right? Seeing as nothing interesting is going to happen, I leave and go to the bathroom. Taking a piss in probably what is about 3 minutes. It was a very long piss. I walk back into class, and utter chaos has ensued. Neil is screaming,
Jimmy! Jimmy, where are you?
While one of the tards is crying in the corner. I'm assuming Neil let loose a short screech for a second to get everyone's attention. The turtle was gone, apparently. He was lost among all the handling around. Do you hear me? They lost a fucking turtle. I run up to Neil asking him what's wrong.
Jimmy's gone!
Okay, Neil. Just calm down. I'll find Jimmy. I start looking around. I search fucking everywhere. The turtle is nowhere to be found. All of a sudden, that fucker James walks in. He's got a big retard grin on his face. And he has been gone since right after I left. And Neil immediately catches on and commences the tard screech. Shit goes from chaos to pure clusterfuck in seconds. Not only is Jimmy the fucking turtle gone, now I have a raging mob of tards in a close space. I screamed at James over all the noise. Where is Jimmy?
Why is hurt?
James is now crying and is of no use. I see a silver and green in the back of the room in the corner of my eye. I investigate the site. It is Jimmy the fucking turtle halfway under a beanbag. He was there the entire time. I pick him up and present him to Neil, who is overcome with happiness to have Jimmy back.
Jimmy! Thanks, Bill!
The new teacher still isn't able to handle shit, and she is just sitting in the corner of the room. Neil's screech may have stopped, but the tard rage hasn't. A tard finds the stapler yet again, and boom! It contacts with Miss Springer right whilst breaking the sound barrier. Out cold. Tard Wranglers bust into the room and subdue the tards. Neil is perfectly fine, so he's left in Tard HQ this time. But apparently, it was my fault that Jimmy was lost. I am dragged out by the principal who accompanied the Wranglers. The last thing I see is Neil, there sitting in the corner with Jimmy.
Bye, pal.
I got a fucking week of detention. Alright, everybody, and that is the third part of Neil the Tard. Get ready for well, that's the second part. Oops. Anyway, get ready for the third part to come out in the next couple of days. It is going to be fucking glorious. We will see how Neil ends his story. Anyways, ladies, gentlemen, thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see all of you in the next video.